used your talents in the field. Control. Bravo team.
Capture the zones, Guardians.
Only one path
What's up,
to victory,
guys?
Guardians.
This is Lucky. Welcome back. This is from the very last Iron Banner. I think it's Iron Banner 5, 5.0, 5 point whatever, or 5. I think it's like the 5th Iron Banner. It's from the last round, and starts out amazingly frustrating, which this match encapsulates like my final verdict on Destiny multiplayer, because it is so inconsistent. Here I am, go for the flank, boom, fucking snipers. Oh, you campers on Venus. But yeah, this match is awesome in some ways. There's lots of lead changes, but I start out terrible and I'm totally inconsistent throughout this whole match. And that's just how I feel about Crucible and PvP in Destiny these days. I just feel like it's very inconsistent. Like, one match you can do fantastic and have like a 5 or 6k and, you know, a great KD, although I don't never have like killer KDs, but I do tend to score really well. Holy fuck, are you fucking kidding me? And then the next match I'll do absolutely terrible and it'd be at the bottom of the leaderboard, so I don't know. And then even within a match, it seems like it's really hard for me to get on some kind of consistency. And I'm going for you, dude. I do not like you, dude. Fuck you and your Vex. Oh no, that's it. Oh, that's him.
Zone A,
Kegman. I normally love the Kegman, but not today. But anyway, guys, what's been up? Welcome back. This is my first full playthrough. You guys enjoy this game, but that is not the topic today, except me punching people like Mike Tyson. The topic today is going to be Marvel, DC, and oh my god, I just saw the Avengers trailer, and oh my fucking god, it looks amazing. Oh my gosh, it's trailer number 3, just came out this week. Man, I'm so stoked. I am so ready for Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. I am stoked. Small bit of warning, I will talk mild spoilers, like stuff that's from the trailer. You may or may not have noticed some of the stuff from the trailer, but I will talk about some of that, some of the characters we can hope to see, and I'll definitely be talking about other Marvel movies and movies that are already out. So if you haven't seen any of the stuff, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, I hated that guy so much. Yes, I know I used a super on just one person, but I don't fucking care. So that said, let's talk Marvel. Age of Ultron looks amazing. We got all these people coming back. We got new characters coming in, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and it's obvious from this trailer that from the get-go, man, I'm just punching people left and right. It's obvious from the get-go that they are going to be on Ultron's side. They're going to be on the quote-unquote bad guy's side, and they'll be fucking with the Avengers. In fact, you get this one awesome shot of Scarlet Witch basically using her witch powers on Black Widow's brain and turning her eyes all red and taking control over her. Oh, it's gonna be some wicked stuff going on. I fucking am so fucking excited. And in this trailer, and we get our very first look at the Vision, albeit briefly, played by the same guy who plays Jarvis, Paul Bettany. It's going to be awesome. He will make a great Vision, and I love the fact that they took Jarvis and how I can't wait to see how all that plays in there. Oh, Machine Gun, I love you, Machine Gun. But I am ready to see how they bring all that together, and how Jarvis very likely will evolve and become the Vision. And oh man, it's gonna be exciting. And you can bet that Quicksilver, just like in the comic books, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, when they first appeared, they were on the bad guy's side, but we all know they eventually became Avengers. So maybe we'll get to see that transition happen. And there's going to be some conflict, man. There's going to be some conflict. You know, I think we're going to start out and you're going to see all these guys be buddy-buddy. But as time goes on, they've already announced the title for the next Captain America, and it's Captain America Civil War. And in that storyline, if you're familiar with it, it's Iron Man and a bunch of his buddies versus Captain America. And so you're going to see the split, and the split's gonna get set up. And so you're going to get to see some of that in Avengers. You know they're going to be at each other's throats. And so we're going to start to see some of that animosity and some of that split start to happen. Oh, man. Love Marvel. Kevin Feige is genius. Kevin Feige is the brains behind the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he has done an absolutely amazing job with this. And it is because first and foremost, their scripts are smart. Three things. One, good casting. So they've had good casting and good acting. But two, and I think the most important, excellent writing. I mean, these scripts are smart. They're fun, they're light, but they're also serious. They have a good mix. They're very, very smart. They don't do the types of things in movies that piss me the hell off, where they just take obvious shortcuts just for the sake of some visual effect or some big setup. You know, I mean, the stuff is smart. You know, everything makes sense within the context of that universe, and to me, that is absolute. The logic, the internal logic of a story has to make sense, or I get pissed, or it just is not as enjoyable to me. Haha. Fuck you and your radiance. Down. I am, by the way, I'm using a Suros, and it's an unupgraded Suros. Totally does not have focus fire, nothing. And I actually really like the unupgraded Suros. It's almost like having a Vanquisher 8 or a Shadow Price, but with a 33 round mag. It's extremely stable and does similar damage. Of course, this is before they nerfed auto rifles. Yeah, well, thank you, Bungie. A-holes. So let's get back on track here. But yes, we were talking about believability and not condescending to your audience, and having smart, intelligent scripts. And I want to latch on to something a recent president of DC said, where he talked about he feels like his movies, their movies, DC movies, are more realistic, or they're more gritty and have more realism. And yes, for the Dark Knight trilogy is the ultimate definition of the gritty, realistic superhero film. That's absolutely true. But DC, you abandoned it. You vocally abandoned it. Dude. You vocally abandoned that approach. Because you said in your own statements is that Superman and Man of Steel and Wonder Woman and Aquaman, they can't live in the same universe as Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. And that was a huge mistake, because you threw out your groundwork. That was your groundwork that you laid. You know, Marvel laid the groundwork with Iron Man, and they slowly brought in more outlandish, crazy, unbelievable stuff until you have this universe where Infinity Stones and talking raccoons and a guy like Iron Man and a person like Black Widow and Shield, where they can all coexist in that same thing. But you didn't. You threw out Christopher Nolan's work, and you bought into Zack Snyder, and you've gone this Man of Steel route. And I am so sorry, but that movie, Man of Steel, has some gritty realism too, but it's also filled with exactly the kind of condescending storytelling where stuff happens in the story just for the visual sake of it. I mean, you blew up almost an entire city. Anybody who's seen Man of Steel, just think about the ending of that and how much of that didn't make any kind of logical sense. but it was just there to be visually over the top. And from what I've seen of coming up of Batman versus Superman, your initial teasers, it looks like you're even pushing back the realm of realism and gritty. You're even going more for this more stylized look, like Watchmen was, or which is Zack Snyder, or 300, which is the Frank Miller DC version. I think it looks very 300. That's what it looks like, and which is not realistic at all. Not grounded. I mean, extremely stylized. I mean, I like 300. I think it's freaking awesome. But I think you bought into this approach, basically, that is just machine gun hell. Bought into this approach. Yes.
But it's a good start.
Nice little, almost a 6K. I was real happy with this game. I died a lot. I think I was only like a 1.6 KD, but I thought it was really good, and man, did it not come down to the wire. But anyway, yes, DC, I think you've bought into this just crazy off-the-wall approach, and I'm not buying into it. You guys, y'all let me know what you think. Marvel or DC, who's going to come out on top? This is Lucky signing out. Peace.